She had no one, except everything that mattered. She was 21 years old, living in a small town just outside Paris. She had a simple dream: a good man, a little house, 1 or 2 children, love that stays forever. She thought love was easy. She thought if you gave your whole heart to someone, they would protect it. She was so wrong. His name was Terry. She met him at a party when she was 18. He was charming, confident. He asked for her number, and she gave it to him without hesitation. The next morning, a message appeared. "Do you want to get coffee?" She said yes. He made her laugh like no one ever had. He brought her flowers. He called her every single night just to hear her voice. After 6 months, she looked into his eyes and said, "I love you." He smiled warmly and said it back without hesitation. She believed every single word, with her whole heart. A year passed. They weren't rich. She worked at a gift shop, he worked at a mechanic shop, but she was happy, genuinely, deeply happy. Then one morning, she didn't feel right. Her best friend said, "Maybe you're pregnant." She shook her head slowly. "No, I don't think so." The test said yes. She stood completely alone in that bathroom, staring at 2 lines, her whole world tilting beneath her feet. That night, she went to Terry's apartment. She looked him in the eyes and said, "I'm going to have a baby." He looked at the floor. "This is not a good time. I'm not ready to be a father." Her heart didn't just break, it completely shattered. "But we love each other," she whispered desperately. He said nothing, just, "I need time to think." That night, he didn't kiss her goodbye. She lay awake staring at the ceiling. She couldn't sleep. Days passed. He stopped calling, stopped answering her messages, wouldn't open his door when she knocked. She sent him one last message, praying he would come back. He replied, "I can't do this. I'm sorry." That was the last thing she ever heard from Terry. She sat on her bed and cried, for hours and hours, completely alone, pregnant, abandoned, and absolutely heartbroken. Her mother cried with her. Her father looked at her quietly, his voice steady and sure. "We are here for you, Sarah. Always." She moved back home. Every day her belly grew bigger. She kept working, on her feet every single day, until the night the pain finally came. At the hospital, the nurse looked at her and said, "You're having the baby tonight." She was terrified. She held her mother's hand and refused to let go. Then, a cry. Tiny, perfect, the most beautiful sound she had ever heard. "It's a girl." They placed the baby gently in her arms. She looked down at that small, beautiful, innocent face and whispered, "Hello, baby. I'm your mom." She named her Rose. Terry never came, never called, never once asked about Rose, not even once. Sarah went back to work at 5 months. Her mother watched Rose while she was gone. She missed her daughter every single hour of every single day. Every night she came home exhausted, her back aching, her eyes heavy with tiredness, and still cooked dinner, cleaned the house, and held Rose close until she peacefully fell asleep. She only bought what Rose needed: baby food, diapers, clothes. She wore the same old shirts and never thought twice about herself. She only cared about Rose. When Rose was 4, she looked up with those big, innocent, curious eyes and asked, "Mom, do I have a dad?" Sarah froze. Her breath caught. Then she took a slow, deep breath and chose her words carefully. "He made a decision, sweetheart. He chose not to stay." Rose was quiet for a moment, thinking. Then she looked up. completely calm, completely sure, and said, "But I have you." Sarah pulled her daughter close, kissed the top of her head, and whispered through her tears, "Yes, my love, you have me, and I will never, ever leave you." She thought about all of it, the tears, the fear, the nights she lay awake alone, wondering how she could possibly survive another day. Then she looked at Rose's smile, and she knew. She had done it, every single bit of it, alone. Life will break you sometimes. It will leave you standing alone in the dark, wondering what comes next. But here is what she learned. Love is not the one who makes beautiful promises. Love is the one who stays. And sometimes, that person is you. No matter how hard life gets, as long as you have love, you will always find the strength to keep going.